Okay, my wonderful class, it's good to be back. You came for more chemistry. This is part 2 of writing and balancing equation. If you haven't watched part 1, I strongly advise you to pause the video right now and go back and watch part 1. So this is part 2 and final part for balancing an equation. When I say final, it just means that a quiz is coming your way very soon. You will have a quiz where I'm giving you 10 words equations. You will need to write 10 well-balanced chemical equations. I give you words, I give you sentences. You will be writing 10 balanced equations, and it has to be completely right. If you are missing any reactant, you are missing any state, you are missing anything, the equation is wrong. So I need for you to pay very close attention, because the quiz will be exactly on what I'm doing right now. Okay, here we go. Write the unbalanced equation for the following word equation. So this is first, you write the unbalanced. That means the skeleton equation. So I read, it says chlorine gas. Okay, chlorine gas. I learned my 7 diatomic molecules, and I know my chlorine is one of them. I cannot just write Cl. I have to write Cl2. Okay, and then they give me the state. I write lowercase g for the gas. Is bubbled through a solution. It says solution of lithium iodide is bubbled through. So I'm adding it. There are so many words that can mean the same thing. Okay, plus is added to, react with. Okay, they are all plus. It says here lithium iodide. Okay, I know my symbol Li, and I know iodine is I. I know lithium is from group 1 plus 1 iodide. Group 7A minus 1 plus 1 minus 1, 1-to-1 ratio. It says a solution. When it says solution, that means it is dissolved in water. It is aqueous. There are many terms to tell you it is aqueous. Okay, aqueous, dissolved in water, solution. Alright, and it says, and the products are. The products are. So I put my yield sign. Okay, you can say and the products are, or react to produce, all of those are found to be a solution. It's a solution of lithium chloride. This is my lithium. This is chloride Cl, lithium plus 1, chlorine minus 1, 1-to-1 ratio. It says solution, that means aqueous, dissolved in water. And it says and. When it say and, I put plus. It say iodide. Because iodine is one of the 7, it is diatomic, I know to put A2. Alright, a student asked me this morning, how about if they don't tell me the state? To be honest with you on the quiz, if they don't tell you, I'm not marking it wrong. But there are some states that are just obvious. I'm not going to ask you to add. But if they tell me a piece of metal, except for mercury, I know it is a solid. There are things that will give you a clue of the state. It's a solid here, so I write lowercase s for my solid. This is the skeleton equation. That means it is not balanced. Remember, on your quiz, you need to write balanced equation. So I'm sure the next page, they are asking you to balance it. Like we did last time, let's just count. We have chlorine, the subscript 2 tell you have 2 chlorine, and I put 2 chlorine here. I have 1 chlorine on this side. It is not balanced, so I need to add another chlorine. to make 2-chlorine. But we said in part 1, you should never, ever balance an equation by adding subscript. Doesn't matter how many times I say that. I see it on quizzes. You never add a subscript. You never add a number between the elements in a compound. The only thing you can do to balance an equation is to add a coefficient. A coefficient is a big number in front of the compound. Alright? Because I have 2-chlorine here, I have no choice to put a big 2 in front of the lithium chloride. Let me keep on counting. I have 1 lithium here, but I just mess up my lithium. I have 2 lithium on this side. So this says I have to balance it by putting another one. So I cannot put a 2 as a subscript. I cannot put a 2 between or after. I have no choice to put a 2 in front of that lithium iodide. Let me count again. I have 2-chlorine, 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 2-chlorine. I have 2 lithium, 2 lithium. I have 2 iodide, 2 iodide. My equation is balanced. When the coefficient is a 1, normally you do not write that 1. But on calm, you have blanks to fill out. Make sure you put that 1 in that blank. Normally we don't use that 1. On calm, I want you to put that 1. If you leave it blank, it will mark you wrong. Another word equation. That's what the quiz is about. 10 of them. Let's see what it says here. It says phosphoric acid. I need to know from the previous unit my charges. Okay, that's what I keep on telling students. Chemistry, you keep on adding to what you learned from the previous unit. So it is extremely important that you use your knowledge from the last unit. Phosphoric acid, it is an acid. I start with hydrogen. It does not start with hydro. I know it's not binary. It ends with ic. I know it is an 8. Phosphate, I need to know my polyatomic ion, PO4. I know it is a 3 minus. Hydrogen is 1 plus, and it's 3 hydrogen for every 1 phosphate. When they say acid, acids are in water. Acids are dissolved in water. So I'm going to put AQ. React with is another term for added to plus a solution. Very important. Solution of sodium hydroxide. Sodium, I know, Na. Hydroxide, polyatomic ion, OH. This is solution. I put lowercase aq. To produce, react to produce, I put my yield signs. A solution, important, solution of sodium phosphate. Sodium Na, phosphate PO4. I know PO4 is 3 minus. I know sodium from group 1 is 1 plus. And it's 3 sodium for every 1 phosphate. And means plus. Water, I know water is H2O as on the product. If they don't tell me the state, I don't have to, but I know water at room temperature is liquid lowercase l. I don't have to put it. Now they say unbalanced equation. I don't worry about balancing it. Now let's see how we can balance that equation. I will show you a shortcut. Let me go the long way first, and I will show you some shortcut in balancing equation. So I have 3 hydrogen here. Okay, this is kind of tricky. This one is tricky. 3 hydrogen. I have 1, 2, give me 3 hydrogen. So I'm okay with hydrogen. Where's my hydrogen? Is right here. Where's my, okay, 3 hydrogen. I have 1 phosphorus. 1 phosphorus, 1 phosphorus. I'm okay with phosphorus right here. Okay, I should add, not taking away. I have 4 oxygen plus 1 oxygen on the reactant side. Give me 5 oxygen. 4 plus 1 give me 5 oxygen. And then I have 5 on the product side also. Okay, what else? something is missing. You see sodium? Sodium is only one. My sodium is only one on the reactant side, but I have 3 sodium on the product side. So I'm going to start messing things up. Because I have 3 sodium here, I have no choice to put a 3 right here. And then I mess up everything. Okay, hydrogen. Yeah, you are right. You know what, guys? This is baby stuff. Why don't we go like grown up now? Grown up. Let's go with last grown up. Okay, this is baby stuff, counting one by one. Let's go a little bit faster than that. Now, let me show you shortcut. Okay, if you have an equation, I would advise you, if you have the same polyatomic ion on both sides, balance the polyatomic ions as polyatomic ions instead of just one element at a time. But they have to be the same polyatomic ions. It cannot be chlorite and chlorate. It cannot be hypobromite and perbromate. It has to be the exact same polyatomic ion. This is just to speed up your balancing. I see phosphate here. This is phosphate, and I see phosphate here. Instead of balancing the P, balancing the O, I'm going to balance phosphate. Okay, one phosphate, I'm done with phosphate. I see that's all the polyatomic ion. Now, I like to leave the elements that are repeated one time first. Okay, so I have 3 sodium here. I have no choice to put a 3 here. Alright, and then what else? Phosphate are okay, sodiums are okay. Remember, this is hydroxide, but I do not have hydroxide on the product side. Therefore, I cannot leave it as a polyatomic ion. So let me count. 3 hydrogen plus 3 hydrogen. Give me 6 hydrogen. I only have 2 here. I have no choice to put a 3 right here. Give me 6 hydrogen and 6 hydrogen. Now, let's go with oxygen. Because I already count this as a phosphate, I'm not going to count the oxygen from here. I already took care of it. I'm going to count only this oxygen here. So 3 oxygen. Give me 3 oxygen here. I am okay with hydrogen. I am okay with phosphate. I am okay with sodium. I am okay with oxygen, 3 hydrogen, and the equation is balanced. And I would strongly advise you to use a pencil. Whenever you balance equation, use a pencil, because you will be messing things up like crazy. Okay, word equation, solution of silver nitrate. Silver nitrate. My silver nitrate. Silver is Ag. Nitrate is NO3. I should know silver is always plus 1. Nitrate is 1 minus. Therefore, it's 1-to-1 ratio. It says a solution. It's a solution. I put aqueous. Okay, I have Na, NO3, aqueous. It says and. And means plus. And it says solutions. Both of them are solutions. Barium. Barium is in group 2. 2 plus. Chlorine, group 7. 1 minus, 7A. I need 2 chlorine for every 1 barium. Or mix. And the products yield are a precipitate of silver chloride. Silver chloride is AgCl. Precipitate, we learn, is the formation of a solid from 2 solutions. So my precipitate is a solid. It says and, I write plus. It says solution, barium nitrate, 2 plus nitrate, 1 minus. I need 2 nitrate for every 1 barium, and it says solution. This is my skeleton equation. Now, I'm sure they asked me to balance, but remember we said this is baby stuff. We are not using them. Let's go straight. Let's see if I have any polyatomic ion. Yes, I do. I like polyatomic ions. I see 1 nitrate here. I see 2 nitrate here. I have no choice to put a 2 in front. I do not add subscript to balance equations. I know I'm repeating myself. Okay, now let me see. Silver is repeated only once on both sides. So I'm going with silver. 2 silver here, 1 silver here. No choice to put 2 right here. Let me go with chlorine. Okay, barium 1 here, barium 1 here. Chlorine 2, chlorine 2. Always go back and double check to make sure it is right. Okay, let's move on. Let's say, what is the coefficient for water when the following equation is balanced? Guess what? Take your time, balance the equation before you choose. Take your time, balance the equation. Let's see how fast can we go. Okay, polyatomic ion, I like them. I don't see hydroxide on both sides, but I see sulfate here. I see 3 sulfate. So no choice to put a 3 right here. And then arsenic is 1, arsenic 2. So I put a 2 right here. What other element that I have only once? Okay, so now I have this is 3 oxygen here. I always took care of those oxygen in sulfate. I'm not touching them. 3 oxygen times 2 give me 6. Let's say I only have 1 oxygen here. I have to put a 6 right here. Alright, if you see anything else, let me know. You can let me know. I have 6 hydrogen here plus 6 hydrogen here. Give me 12 hydrogen, and I have 12 hydrogen right here. I think I am okay. And the question is, always go back and answer the question. What is the coefficient for water when the equation is balanced? Water is, the coefficient is 6. Alright, let me do a few more and this is the last page. Aluminum react with sulfuric acid to form aluminum sulfate and hydrogen gas. Give the sum of all coefficients, all reactants and products for this balance equation. Guess what? Don't get lazy. Write down a balance equation to answer the question. Aluminum Al react with, this is plus. Sulfuric acid is H2SO4. It is acid, it is aqueous. To form aluminum sulfate, aluminum 3 plus, sulfate 2 minus. I need 3 sulfate for every 2 aluminum. And it says to form aluminum sulfate and hydrogen gas. Because it is hydrogen by itself, it is diatomic molecule. I need to use that too. And product for this balance equation. They did not tell me any other state. So let's go see what we can do. I see sulfate. There is 1 here. 3 sulfate. I will put a 3 right here. Aluminum. I see 1 aluminum here and 2 aluminum right here. No choice to put a 2 right here. Now, let's see. I have 2 aluminum, 2 aluminum. I have 6 hydrogen. I have 6 hydrogen now. I have 3 sulfate and 3 sulfate. My equation is balanced. But if they sent me a letter, I need to answer that exact letter they sent me. Okay, the question was aluminum react with sulfuric acid to form aluminum sulfate and hydrogen gas. Give the sum of the coefficients. The sum of the coefficients. The sum is 2 plus 3 plus 1 give me 6 plus 3 give me 9. The sum of the coefficients is 9 and I'm done. The time flew. I would strongly advise you to practice balancing equation because this is one thing you need to learn by practice, repeating again and again. So you will have your quiz on writing, balance equation and balancing. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your day or evening whenever you listen to it. Bye.